Hi guys, welcome back to Graceful Beauty. My name is Sherry and tonight I wanted to share with you my detailed evening skincare routine. Now recently I filmed a video on my affordable morning skincare routine and it's a super fast, affordable routine that you can do in the morning. Now if that's something that you would like to incorporate into your evening routine, all you need to do is swap out the sunscreen that I use in the morning and then replace that with just a night cream or whatever moisturizer that you love. Now I will say my skincare routine changes very, very often, but the products that I'm going to share with you right now are ones that I have been using for quite some time, or some that I've even used for years that I just keep going back to over and over again. If you're interested in seeing some of the different skincare products that I might use in my evening skincare routine, then just keep watching. The very first step I like to do in the evening is I like to take off my makeup with a cleansing balm or a cleansing oil. I do not like to use cleansing wipes. I think that they're just a total waste, but not just that, I feel like it's just almost too much stretching and tugging on my skin, and that's just to take off makeup. You still need to follow it up with a second cleanse afterwards to get off that residue that the makeup wipes would leave. So I prefer to just use either a cleansing balm or a cleansing oil. And one that I've been using for a while that I do enjoy, this is by Physicians Formula. This is their Perfect Matcha 3-in-1 Cleansing Balm, and it comes with this little spatula, and this is what the product looks like. It's just like a very thick, heavy balm. And then I just scoop some out. I like to use a large amount of cleansing balm because I want to make sure I get everything off and have a good slip on my face and my neck and chest. So I'll just take this amount and then I'll just rub it in my hands just to kind of melt it. And then I will apply it all over my face. And I'll apply it on my eyes and my lips, and I bring it all the way down my neck and my chest. And I'll just work that in for, I don't know, a good minute or so. And I like this cleansing balm because I can get all on my eyelashes, and you know, I'm getting super, super close to my eyes, but my eyes don't sting with this. I even like to bring it down the back of my neck, up behind my ears, and on my ears, and then I'll also do all the way down my neck and my chest, because if you're putting your sunscreen on properly during the day, you should be bringing it all the way around the back of your neck and up on your ears and under your ears to make sure you're properly covered. You know, if you're only focusing on the front of your neck with cleansers and products and serums, what about the rest of this? So then this starts aging, and then once I feel like I've really lifted up off all the makeup, I'm just going to wet a washcloth and I'm going to just wipe it off. Or with this cleansing balm, you don't even have to use a washcloth. You can just rinse it off and it'll rinse off clean with no greasy residue. So I'm just going to run in the bathroom real quick, rinse this off, and then I'll go to the next step. Now my face is nice and clean, but I don't stop there with my cleansing step. I always double cleanse, and so now I'm going to actually cleanse my face with a face wash, and this is by La Roche-Posay. This is one that I really enjoy. This is their Pigment Clair, and this is one that's really good. It helps brighten your skin. It's really good if you have melasma and all of this hyperpigmentation. Literally, this is all you need, this super small amount. This is probably even too much. Now, if I go and actually get my hands wet under the sink, it will foam up really, really well. But what I'm going to do is just rub it in dry, starting out, and then I just have a little bit of water here in this washcloth, and then I'll just get it wet that way. Now, if you're somebody with super dry skin, you might not want to use a foaming cleanser. You might want to stick with something that doesn't foam up, but I have normal to oily skin, so a foaming cleanser, this type of foaming cleanser works great on me and it doesn't dry out my skin. There are some other foaming cleansers that I found that just my skin feels like the Sahara Desert afterwards, so this is one that I really, really enjoy. I'm just going to work this in for a little bit, doing the same thing, my ears, the back of my ears, the back of my neck, the front of my neck, and bring it down my chest. And I'll clean my face with this cleanser for at least another good minute. And then this is the little Foreo cleaning device that I like to use sometimes. I don't know if you can tell, but it's got like these little silicone bristles. It's very soft, like it doesn't hurt. It's not like the Clarisonic that can be a little bit too intense for your skin. It's like a light, like the ultrasonic technology, and I'll just rub this in little circles. This is so gentle. Your skin doesn't ever get irritated or anything, but it's really just like using my fingers, and it just gives you a good deep clean without any irritation. I'm gonna run in the bathroom, finish cleansing my face, and then I'll just rinse this off. So my face is still damp. I don't dry it and I never like rub it with a towel to dry it off. I like to keep it damp so I can continue to apply the rest of my products. I don't use this one every night, but tonight I'm going to use this one by Montarbo Skincare. This is the Lactic Brightening Treatment. This is by far my absolute favorite alpha hydroxy acid product ever. I love this better than even the Drunk Elephant baby facial mask. This is lactic acid, not glycolic acid, and I really love lactic acid for my skin better than glycolic. It's a lot more gentle on me than glycolic. And I just put a few drops of it on a cotton pad. And these cotton pads, by the way, I absolutely love these. I don't always use cotton pads, but when I'm trying to kind of exfoliate the skin a little more, I will use these. I get them on Amazon. They're called Intrinsics, I think they're called. They're just like little 2x2 wipes. And so your product doesn't get wasted. You notice I only put, 4 or 5 drops of this on there. And if I used a regular cotton round, I would need a ton more. So this is really good so that you don't waste products. And then I just will put some on my face. And then I'll just do like a thin little coat of this on my skin. And then I also go down my chest. Sometimes I will let it sit for a little while and then I will go in with a second layer of this to really get a good exfoliation on my skin. But by morning, I mean, you can already see how glowing, my skin's not wet anymore. This is just a glow from using this product because it's getting rid of all that dead skin that's just sitting there making your face look dull and dehydrated. You can rinse it off after a few minutes if you feel like it's a little too intense. I will say the first 2 times I ever started using this, it was like, yikes, but now I can put it on and I don't have no burning, no itching, no irritation. But what I did is I got out my little handy fan that we use in our hurricane kits, and we've had to use these multiple times because last year during the hurricane we had no power for, I think it was like 5 days, but you can get these little things on Amazon. They're also perfect to use. I see a lot of people using these to dry their setting sprays and their makeup products. Then I will go in with a few sprays of my Mad Hippie. This is their Hydrating Nutrient Mist. You can use whatever essence you like. You could do a bunch of different essences. Sometimes I'll put 7, 8, 9, 10 different essences on and layer them to just really get my skin nice and hydrated and plump. But this is one that I reach for pretty often, and it's probably the most affordable essence or hydrating spray that I own. And then I'll just spray a few sprays. You can spray it in your hand first, but I like to just spray it on my face. And then I will just pat it in. The next product I go in with is my Paulas Choice Niacinamide Booster. And this is just like a watery texture. And I'll just put the 3 or 4 drops in my hand and then just kind of press them together, and then I will just pat it all over my face. Now it's a booster, so you could also, if you don't want to sit here and do all these different steps and you're in a hurry, you can just squirt this in your moisturizer. What the niacinamide does is it's really great for your fine lines. It helps to brighten your skin. So this hyperpigmentation that I have when I don't want to use all of the prescription strength products to lighten all of this, this is an amazing product for that. But the one thing that I really, really love, if you are dealing with pores that just seem to be looking larger than normal, this is so good with making my pores look smaller. I probably bought 4 or 5 of these bottles, and maybe the first or second bottle is when I started noticing results. And then I actually stopped using it because I thought, well, I don't see anything amazing. And when I stopped using it is when I noticed my pores looked a lot larger. So I don't know if any of you are like me, like if you use a product one time and you don't notice miraculous results and you look 20 years younger instantly, you might throw that product to the side and move on to another product. But this is one product that you really need to go through, maybe 1, maybe even 2 bottles before you really, really notice the results. But like I said, I don't want to stop using it now because I really love how it makes my skin look. After the niacinamide, I like to go in with another Paulas Choice product, and this is her Peptide Booster. And again, it's a booster, so if you want to be lazy and you just want to squirt all your boosters in with your moisturizer, slap it on and be done, you can do that. But I like to layer everything. And a lot of people also ask me what order of how should they apply their skincare. Should they put their moisturizer on first or their serums first? An easy rule of thumb is you apply things thinnest to thickest. So you'll notice as I'm applying these, I'm applying the watery texture products first, and then the more viscous products, and then the creams and things like that. So thinnest to thickest. And then I always like to put the face oil on at the very end after the moisturizer. And this is not as watery as the niacinamide. If you can tell, it's a little thicker than the niacinamide, but it's still pretty thin. So I will apply this next, and I'll just kind of pat it in between my fingers, and then I just press it all over my face. Now, a lot of skin products, I'll just rub them in and really work them in really well, but with these, I just like to press them in my skin. I love this Peptide Booster because it's chock full of a ton of different peptides, but it's extremely hydrating for my skin, and this also will give my skin that beautiful glow because it's plumping everything up, but then it's also making my fine lines and wrinkles not as noticeable. The very next step I like to use is another Paulas Choice product. This is her Azelaic Acid. This is probably my third bottle of this, or tube, that I've gone through. Azelaic Acid is so good. There's so many studies. You guys should Google all of the studies on Azelaic Acid. But the studies show that this has better results than like prescription strength Retin-A, different prescriptions for rosacea, different acne prescriptions. I'll just show you what it looks like. It comes out of this tube and it looks like a cream, but it's more of a really thin cream. It's like a gel cream. And I will just rub this in all over my face, and this is not a product that I like to pat in. I like to rub this one in, and I like to I put it all over my face, but I like to concentrate it in the areas where I have a lot of hyperpigmentation, and especially down my neck and my jawline, where sometimes I will get the hormonal breakouts. I love that I can layer so many of her products and they don't get built up and cakey feeling. This also has licorice in it, which is really good for brightening your skin, especially if you have any hyperpigmentation or melasma. And then it also has salicylic acid in it, which is really good for cleaning out your pores, which in turn will make your pores look smaller. And then it's good for preventing blemishes as well. Next, I like to put on my favorite eye cream, another Paulas Choice product. This is this is my second bottle now. This is the Clinical Ceramide Enriched Firming Eye Cream. I have a whole detailed video on this product if you're interested, so I'm not going to go into details on it now, but I absolutely love this. Some of you guys have asked me, do you still love this eye cream? Is it still your favorite? Yes, I absolutely love it. I'd run out of it and didn't have it for, I don't know, maybe a month. And I totally noticed the crepiness coming back under my eyes, and my under eye area and above here, it just wasn't as firm. I will put this eye cream all underneath the brow, and I won't get it all the way down here, but I'll get it all the way to like where my crease is in my eye. And I know a lot of people say don't put your eye cream underneath right underneath your eye here. They say just keep it down here, but I don't have any problems with that. I put it all the way up underneath here, and it just soaks in so well, and I have no problems with irritation. The next thing I like to do is I like to put on a lash growth serum, and the one that I've been using is by City Beauty. This is their City Lash. I used to use the Revitalash, and I still really love it, but Revitalash is really expensive, so I'm using the City Lash now on both eyes, and I absolutely love the results. I normally do this like in a zoom in mirror to make sure I don't poke my eye, because then it'll irritate my eye, but I just put this on as if I'm kind of putting on eyeliner, and then I like to get a touch on my lashes. And I do this in the evening, but sometimes I like to do this morning and evening as well. Next, I like to put on my moisturizer. This is my all-time favorite AM and PM moisturizer. This is by EltaMD. It says it's their PM therapy moisturizer, but you can use it in the daytime. This is very similar to the CeraVe PM therapy moisturizer, but this doesn't have parabens in it, and I love this. It has ceramides, it has niacinamide, I think is the second or third ingredient in here. It's just chock full of a bunch of really good ingredients. It is so ridiculously hydrating, but it doesn't make my face greasy. I can even use this in the morning, and I have oily skin. Even if you have dry skin, I think you would absolutely love this because it's not just hydrating, but it's deeply moisturizing, but you don't have like a greasy residue on your face afterwards. So I'll just take like a squirt of that, And then on the nights that I'm not going to use my Retin-A, I like to use Paulas Choice, another Paulas Choice product. This is her 1% Retinol Booster. So if you wanted to make your whole routine really simple but still use a ton of products, you could squirt all your boosters in your hand and then put a pump of your moisturizer, rub them all together, and put them all over your face and call it a night. That's how simple this routine can be using a lot of Paulas Choice products, even if you want to use a ton of different products, but you don't want to spend a ton of time. So what I do is I just put one pump of the retinol booster in. Oops, it's running everywhere. I don't know if you can see that. It has like a deep yellow color to it. That's what retinol has. And I just always use the back of my hand. That's probably why my hands look fairly young. People always ask me what I'm putting on my hands. I'm not doing anything special to my hands other than the skincare that I'm using at night and in the morning. I end up rubbing it all on the backs of my hands, but then I also put sunscreen on my hands too. I don't gently pat this on. I like to work it in there, rub it in really well. My skin, it literally feels like a baby's butt because of that lactic brightening treatment that I put on. And so my products are really sinking in my skin well. Then my next step, I like to use another Paulas Choice product. You guys have asked me to do just a dedicated Paulas Choice video on some of the products that I love, so I probably won't do a separate video since most of my evening skincare includes Paulas Choice products, and the ones I'm showing you are the ones that I'm absolutely obsessed with. But this is her daily replenishing body cream. This is full of shea butter, ceramides, antioxidants, but I'm not just using this on my body. What I'm using this on now is my neck and my chest. I absolutely love this as a neck cream. I was reading some reviews where a lot of people were saying that they just use this as their face, neck, and chest cream now. You know, there's so many other body lotions that I would never even think about putting on my neck or my chest. But after I read some of those reviews where people were saying they were using it as their face cream, I read the ingredients a little bit more in detail, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna use this on my neck. But what I absolutely love, I don't know if you guys notice, a lot of neck creams out there, they're really heavy, but then afterwards your skin feels so sticky. And like if you're looking down reading on your phone or computer afterwards, it's like my neck skin sticks together or something. After it soaks in, like it's already starting to dry, it literally will dry and there will be no residue at all. But it firms and tightens the skin, but yet it's still super hydrated. I love, love, love this stuff. This also has safflower seed oil in it, avocado oil, has a bunch of different ceramides, vitamin E, grapeseed oil. I mean, this, and there's no parabens. Also, Paulas Choice products I absolutely love because they are cruelty-free and they are made in the USA. You probably can't even really tell, but my neck is not greasy at all, but it is just so hydrated. This is by far the best neck cream I've ever used, better than any of the neck creams that say they are a neck cream. You get 7 ounces in this, a whole lot more than you get in those little jars that are like 1 ounce. So if you're looking for a new neck cream, I highly suggest you try this one, and please let me know what you think of it when you try it. And the final skincare product that I like to use at night is a face oil. Now, I don't use a face oil every single night, sometimes maybe just 3 nights a week, maybe 4, it just depends. But this is one that I'm absolutely obsessing over right now. This is by Good Face Stuff. This is their Luxe Nourishing Beauty Oil. This stuff, you guys, this is so good. Now I need to do another video. I have about 20 or 30 different face oils that I have in my stash, and I can go over which face oils are great for all different skin types, but this is one that's amazing for all different skin types. It has a bunch of different oils in it. I think cacao oil is the #1 oil, hence the color of it. That's what cacao oil looks like. And let me just show you. I'll just put maybe 4 or 5 drops of it. Sometimes I'll even do a full dropper full if I'm trying to really layer it on. But this also has my all-time favorite vitamin C in it. It's not the vitamin C that oxidizes. That's not what this coloring is from. This has the THD, the tetrahexyl decyl ascorbate vitamin C in it. That's my absolute favorite vitamin C because it's oil soluble, so it's supposed to go deeper down in so that your skin gets more benefits of the vitamin C. I will even put this on during the day. I'll just do like maybe 2 drops and then press it in all over my face and neck, and then I'll continue on with my sunscreen and my makeup. I am totally obsessed with this. I will say that out of all of my skincare products that I've tried, this is one product I've gotten quicker results with, super fast results with, because when I incorporated this and her vitamin C serum, into my routine, I noticed results really, really quickly. This is just my first bottle. It's actually almost empty. I didn't have to buy 3, 4, or 5 bottles of this before I noticed results. And it's clean beauty, made in the USA, no parabens, no phthalates, no synthetic fragrances and dyes, no petrolatum, none of that other nasty stuff that you see in a lot of other face oils. So this is just really good and nourishing for your skin. So I could be finished with my skincare routine at this point, but something I've been using for a little over a month is a product I'm absolutely obsessing over. This is called the Dolphin. This is by Jen Amber Beauty, and I have it already on the cool setting, the cold setting, and I'll use it around my eyes to help push my eye cream in deeper, and then I'll also use it as like acupressure for nice little massage points, and then I'll also use it this direction to help lift. And after I put on my neck cream, I like to take this side of it and just bring it down this way. I like to go down when I do it to kind of give a lymphatic massage and push all those toxins out. But it's also helping that neck cream to penetrate in deeper. And then I'll use this side and I'll do the back of my neck. And I will literally sit there watching TV or on the computer for an hour and do this over and over and over. It feels so good afterwards. The circulation gets going in my face, which that's really, really good for the health of your skin, but it's just super relaxing. And then when I'm finished with my face, what I like to do is I like to use it in my hairline, and that helps to stimulate the follicle so that any of those thinning areas of my hair, they will start to grow. And I have already noticed some little small hairs starting to grow in. And that's it. And like I said, my skincare products, the routine that I do, it changes pretty often. But all I'll do is I'll just either replace some of the products that I'm currently using with something new, or I'll try adding in new things to the same skincare routine. And the best way to try to see if a product even works for you or not, I don't suggest that you go out and buy every single product that I just mentioned, because you're not going to really know what you like and what you don't like. So I suggest you just get one product at a time and incorporate that one product into your skincare routine. Use it for a while, see how your skin does, and then if you say, oh, I want to try something else, then add in a new product. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you like skincare videos and if you want me to do more different skincare videos on different skincare products that I use, I hope you will give me a thumbs up so that I do know that you do like these kind of videos. And if you're not subscribed to my channel already but you would like to be, just look down below and tap on that subscribe button. And if you tap the little notification bell, it will alert you every time I do post a new video. I will have all of these products linked down below where you can look them up and get more research on them. And so just look where it says show more, and that will open up the big description box, and that's where you'll find the links to all of these products. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.